Yeah, it's like there's input lag.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, is the delay netcode for no reason? I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I mean, what do you
it
mean no
feels like
reason?
it.
Yeah, to correct myself, versus puzzle games are delay-based netcode, but they don't do the calculation of what happens on screen in parallel with the other screen.
Oh my
Because
god,
it-
okay.
There is
I
definitely
actually
like some delay, but I will tell you the game is already slow by default.
No, I played the single player and this was pretty bad. This is way worse.
Honestly. I mean, it's not. Well, it depends. There is like some time where it chugs. That part is weird.
No,
I
it's
guess
like
it's because of the real-time combo where you can combo with your opponent's screen. This is probably why they went with this netcode.
no. I think for me, what's going on is I actually like inputs are not actually coming out. Sometimes.
There is some time where it chugs like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe maybe this won't work.
Which one of you are hosting? Is it Vic?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you have a slower experience than Vic. That might be possible.
That is also definitely slow.
Yeah. Okay. After that game, could you guys try swapping the host around so we have clarity on that situation? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that? This? Trico vs. Tifo, just continue. Trico vs. Tifo, just continue.
Okay.
You can select different characters you like, but please stay matched up.
Yeah.
Oh, that takes out.
Oopsie. Just connect again. Same match. Trico vs. Tifo.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not really playable.
Yep. That's unfortunate. If you're lucky, one of the American players will show up, but I don't think so. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't get confirms from them. I just pinged them to let them know.
Yeah. Try to host and we'll see if that changes anything.
Exactly. But
Okay.
let's be sure it's that, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just randomly. Sometimes the connection is bad or something. Okay.
Alright, same passcode.
We're online. I have to select a character first, I think. I see.
Oh, 1313.
Oh,
Yeah, passcode and then 1313. Correct. I see. So yeah, it's it's whoever is the first typing the code is hosting, or there is like a server and just match like both player on a server.
which passcode do I have to type?
You have to type the one that. I see. Tifo, could you type the passcode for Trico?
That's 3142 again.
Okay.
Because they're using the other one.
Yeah, right. It's just not clear because SkyTanks wrote it originally and Trico switched the matchup, so. Yeah.
Not connecting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still on loading screen right now.
Same.
That's you. That's weird.
Okay. Maybe this just won't work. So.
Guess so. But I'm stuck in the now loading loop, so I will have to wait. I guess. I'll pull that.
Here. That's fine. What I'll do is I'm gonna play. I've been trying to work on my Tetris Grandmaster play, so I'll just do that.
Yeah. You can restream to Discord if you want. Like, whoever's not playing can, like, you can do that anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The success girl blew my ear out. Okay.
Did you close the game?
I did.
Okay, then I guess it just took forever here because it's not changing. So I guess closing it up.
I'll try to get to you as soon as I can, Vic, but I literally opened the game for the first time. I need to follow the guide to get through the English stuff.
It's not
No,
long.
I can help you through that real quickly. It's pretty easy.
Should I continue trying to connect?
I see you guys having a connection issue.
Yeah, it keeps connecting, then we stop it.
How about we do this, Tifu, since I think yours works confirmed with Vic at least. Could you connect with Vic? Then he has something to play also on stream. Tifu versus Vic is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that in there.
Let's
Okay.
pick an easier password. But, what is left, right, left, right?
Okay, I updated the matchup in the text thing.
24, 24. So yeah, left, right, left, right.
Okay.
Trico, please don't connect to what was
Yeah.
just said.
Oh,
Please look in the okay, you don't know the voices, I understand. That's okay, right? But the Tifu versus Vic is matching up, right? If you have trouble with the voices, just check the Discord and see what lights are glowing, right? That's how I learn voices usually.
okay.
You have to wait on me. I literally am booting up the game for the first time. I'll be there as soon as I can. Please give me a whole lot of time. I am a slow person.
No problem.
Okay.
The stream up. Oh yes, there is an all clear bonus at least.
And I see it. Trico, did you make your guide yesterday?
The one for English.
Yes.
Language. Yes.
Yeah, so Steam has like a 24-hour thing, so I don't see your guide yet. Okay, in that case,
You can
I
see it in your
post the screenshot that explains everything.
sure, thanks. Please do.
Wait.
If you look just in the activity of the game, as you have to request your friend, it should be in there too. That's why I saw it.
I see. I wonder if it lets me look at it, because under guides, there's no
When I
guide.
just boot up the game, like the game page on your Steam. It should be
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
not there. It's not there.
I see.
It says no guides available.
No, you don't look for the guides.
Okay,
Literally, like,
obviously, I'm too stupid to understand what you're saying. Please just let me do it the slow way. I cannot understand the complex way you're saying. That's okay. I'm done.
if you are trying to 2 seconds and let me finish. Like,
I already now have the screenshot. Like,
Oh,
that's what I mean, right? Thank you, but like, I have it now. Okay. Like, I tried 3 different methods. I guess you're saying a 4th method, so sure, maybe that works. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I don't know which menu this is, so I guess like
I wrote some text.
English language, select the bottom left in the main menu.
Yeah. That's the option menu.
Okay, I guess like this stick, this button. Okay, and then like I mean that has to be English, so I'm just going to tap. Okay, I guess I can publish language. So I'll check the screenshot.
oh, what's that item? Oh no, is that just the white one? No, that means your white one.
Ah, by the way, is you guys' connection work?
Yeah.
Tifu and Vic? Awesome. How's the connection between you two?
Oh, fine.
Vic, is it better than versus Sky Tanks?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Cool. Full screen on. Oh, it's fake full screen? Yeah.
And I'm surprised the netcode was that bad, though. At least for me, it was just atrocious.
Yeah, I think I see why, but I need to keep in mind that if mechanics like that exist, well, I didn't know that mechanics like that exist in this game, that might be a thing in the future for puzzle netcode. Because normally, you don't have to actually keep both puzzle things in perfect sync with each other, right? Right. Because of the way trash systems work. But this game actually has something where you combo with your opponent's screen, so the data has to be the same, right? So I guess they went with delay based, but that means this happens. They need rollback actually. So yeah. Okay.
Why did I not break? There's two stuff.
So
Oh.
this should be back.
Bottles only break if you put a bottle on top of another bottle.
I see.
So next to another.
I know that it happened earlier that it didn't need it to be beside, next to it. So what I meant there is that being on the side also worked exactly like that. So that's weird. Yeah, here they were also not on top. On top diagonal somehow work. That would be weird.
On top diagonal, it works in combos. If you break a bottle, then bottles that are diagonal also break.
Yeah, but that was not part of Omu, that's why I was... I just put it here and that just exploded. That didn't ring. Oh. That should be
Controls work. Same here. Versus calm. Two player versus. Who is the cutest? Oh, I can play cotton. Alright. I guess that is the thing. Passcode. Okay.
Demidix. Coin game with cat and cake. Not sure which coin game. If it's Puzzle Monopoly, I go not really. Oh no. Okay, that part is fine, I think.
Okay, Trico, I put a passcode that says Trico join into the VC channel. Please join that one. Take your time. It's okay.
How do I input those numbers?
You can either use your mouse to click into the stream and then simply type it with your keyboard.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's actually the best way, just do that. Okay. And then press enter.
I can screw myself with some of these builds, huh?
Okay. That looks like connecting to a corner. There's a sprite already on the left waiting to be moved to into the right, which is mine.
doesn't seem to work.
Let's just wait it out. Fail to connect to the with the opponent. Rico,
Yeah.
did it just break off on its own, or did you exit?
On its own.
On its own? Okay. You try hosting. Use the same passcode that I use.
Wait. Okay, host it.
Give me some time.
Okay, let's see.
You have pressed enter. Loading. Connecting to opponent. For some reason it works. Okay. Good luck.
Okay.
Let's just see what we can do. Whoops.
That
Did
was
you
over
do
there.
that?
Check.
My buttons have changed. All of them.
I did nothing. I think you did it.
Yeah, my buttons have changed. Yep, I can't rotate pieces. I'm going to exit because I can't play that again.
Okay.
I don't know how to exit. I'm just going to kill myself off real quick.
Alt F4.
No, I don't want to. Like that often causes like some other issues. I don't want additional technical issues to deal with. Okay. So let's see. I think I know what it is. So I'm going to check on
Red.
that real quick.
By the way, the game doesn't have an exit button or a quit button, so you have to Alt F4 or something like that to quit the game.
I'm not going to think about that right now. So. Okay. Yeah, so my buttons are set, so that means that two-player versus simply has different buttons set. So if I go in offline mode and set my buttons really quick, that should work. Yep. They versus the CPU and versus human have different button presets.
Oh, okay.
Very weird.
Yep. No, they don't. Okay.
No, we don't.
Cool. Wow. Alright, then I'll just restart my game and see its controls. Yeah. Escape. Enter. Use the X to let's see. Save. Clockwise. Counterclockwise. Open. Let's save. Cotton's a guest character. Maybe she's broken. I'll just try Komugi.
Let me know when I should join.
Yeah, could you host?
Yeah.
Let me know when the host is up.
Game is up.
Okay, I'll press enter. Okay, let's see what happens. Connect it to opponent. It won't take my controls. And the reason that that's unplayable for me is that my clockwise and anti-clockwise are reversed in the wrong way, and the button that I would press to rotate something normally opens up the middle. This would be too hard for me to actually fight against. That's okay. I don't know what causes this. I tried the methods that I know. I'll just rotate Tifu, Vic, and Trico into different matchups because apparently for them the game works, and yeah. So I'll just do the batch management for today. Outlet 4. My bad. Like, well, I mean, I guess it's not my fault, but you know, I don't know how to fix that. Yeah. Oh. But this means that I can watch both Tetris and like Sky the Tifu's match at the same time. How do I stop streaming? I don't know. I'll be right back.
Figure it out.
How to stop streaming? Yeah, you exit Discord and come back in.
No, I mean, like, yeah.
Like, no, I cannot figure out where this fucking button is. As far as I understand, it just changes position all the time and then presents itself as the disconnect button. So it's like that is like specifically made to screw with my learning method. So I just gave up on it years ago. It's like I find it sometimes, so I know there has to be a way. And Vic and some others have explained it to me, and I follow their directions, and it doesn't work. So I'm just gonna say it's like magic made is specifically against me. Just yeah. Literally not worth learning if I could just click into a different lobby and back. Like that's faster. Yeah.
It's not, but
Yeah. I'm sure if I could find it, it would be faster, because technically it's one click, I guess. But, yeah, like, I just can't find it. Yeah. So, alright. Since I was dealing with a bunch of technical issues, how long has the Tifu versus Vic match been going on for? Is it short time or long time?
no.
I was telling you medium length. So,
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just lost track of time because I've been doing tech stuff for 40 minutes now, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, cool. Alright, then I'm going to make a little timetable, and yeah, Trico, feel free to watch the matches. I will rotate you in once the time has come. Okay?
Okay.
Cool.
oh my gosh. Miss input.
Right? Yes.
やる
Oh, you want.
おいでうんとやるうんとまだまだやるドキドキいいよおいで見せてやろうじゃないの
Nope.
見せてやろうじゃないのやでドキドキスイートいいよ
Oh, right, I cannot stall something up. I forgot.
もう一回いただきますおいで
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Uh,
おいで
Okay. Good. That should work. So that's...
おいで
yeah.
Tico, if this helps, you have roughly 20 minutes to do whatever. Just in case you wanted to do something else. Like, I'm going to watch them and stuff and start talking with them. And after that you can fight versus Vic and then against Tifu, so yeah, you'll have a full hour of gameplay. Yeah, they'll do their match first. Since there's just 3 matches, we'll just do 3 long matches basically.
By the way, I saw you posted something about Nichijou and Nonanbiori.
I did? Oh, yeah, somebody asked me for recommendations on anime. I think it was... you were there, actually. Well, I guess maybe you had left at that point. It was to Nova.
Okay, because those are some of my favorite animes.
Yeah, they're cute, they're chill. Well, no, Nichijou is not chill and cute.
Not really chill. Yeah, it's just a fun show.
Yeah, that's the comedy one, the other one's Slice of Life. You can argue that Nichijou is Slice of Life, but I think at that point then, like, action manga are Slice of Life because characters go eat something.
Cromartie High slice of life.
Yeah, like, kinda not. Speaking of you, Sky Tanks, are you like getting your Tetris skills up for what's it called, Frosty Frostings?
Yes and no. What happened was that there's a guy who actually in Detroit who's like, hey, I'm planning on like starting an arcade, and I was like, oh yeah, I have some arcade equipment if you like want to borrow it or something, and you know said, hey, I'm not really using it all that much. You can use it for a little while. Like I have some cool stuff on arcade. Like I have Spectral versus Generations on like PCB, and oh my gosh, I can't talk. But then no worries. But I have Spectral versus Generations. I have
Mushi, right?
I have Mushihima-sama. I also have Twinkle Star Sprites. I have some cool stuff. So it's like, hey, and I also have Tetris Grandmaster and on a PCB. So I sent that to him. I was like, hey, if you want to borrow any of this stuff, feel free. And when you're getting started, because that's the thing about like when you're starting an arcade, it's sort of like a huge initial investment. You know, so it's like if you want to borrow this stuff for like 6 months while you're getting set up, I'd be happy to let you do that.
So you can pay you a rent basically later or something.
Yeah.
If needed.
And anyway, so I sent that message off, and then I got a message from somebody else saying like, it basically, some people have that, I don't know how to describe it, just sort of, they're really passionate about something, and then when they find somebody who's like also has that same interest, they just get like super, not scary, but like they become like really intense about it, or it's like, he sent me a message saying like, oh, do you have streaming equipment to watch, do you have any streaming equipment? And I was like, I guess I could set something up. And he's like, well, I want to, like, how good are you at Tetris Grandmaster? And I'm like, I'm not, I really wish I was better, it's like, how far have you gotten, all this other stuff. I'm like, it's sort of, it's that attitude where, I don't know, it was just sort of like, after chatting with him for a little while, it's like, man, I should get better at Tetris Grandmaster. I actually own the PCB. It's sort of a little bit silly that I'm like, I have this thing and I don't play it as much as I should. So anyway, it was just like that triggered me where it's like, you know what, I'll just put in, like, I'll play a few matches every day and just try and get decent at Tetris Grandmaster. That way, when somebody asks me about my Tetris Grandmaster PCB, I don't have to feel incredibly guilty about like owning one but not actually being Grandmaster on it. So,
yeah. I mean, yeah, those are great additions. I mean, the things that you're offering him are basically like 3 two-player arcade games, right?
Yeah.
Also, a shmup, a fighting game, and a puzzle game. Also great.
Was it the same guy that was talking and being intense? Like same guy
no,
you
it
proposed to?
was just some guy who was like just in the Discord type of thing.
I see.
So yeah. No, the guy who runs the the guy who's actually trying to run the arcade is like, yeah, totally normal, totally fine. It's just I don't know, like, yeah, this guy was a little bit too much.
Yeah. Am I like that sometimes in text messages?
No. It was basically just like, I literally had not talked to this person before, and he just sent me a DM asking about this stuff, and I'm like,
oh yeah, that's a bit. That's a bit like, I'm not exactly sure who you are, but you're talking about this, so let me tell you this details. What are you? Yeah, that's like a little. Though at least it's like topic. It's not the Vic knows these guys as like a person that has to run a larger server. Someone's talking to me. Let me tell you my life story and what I was doing today.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. For sure.
The other.
Then it's also sort of like, when it's on topic, you also feel a little bit like, at least personally, I feel a little bit more guilty to drop it. Like if somebody's just rambling, I'll just sort of, I feel okay ignoring them.
Yeah, mentally tabbing out and doing something else.
Yeah, exactly. When you're on topic though, and it's sort of like you're actually adding to the discussion, it's just going on a little bit too much. It's sort of like you just feel a little bit. At least I do. I feel more awkward like cutting it off because like, all right, clearly we have the same interests. Clearly we're able to talk about it, but you're just like way more intense about it than I am. So I'll entertain this for a little while, but I do have to go eventually.
Yeah. The thing that really, I mean, running an arcade's difficult, right? And I haven't researched this topic enough yet, but what I have seen from 1 or 2 people, I don't remember if the other source that I'm thinking of was the same person right now, that is actually running an arcade in America, is that like the machines that bring in the money are like the kind of the bigger stuff, right? Like, you can get some, how do you say, passionate people on like older arcade machines. That's especially the 3 that you just mentioned, right? But it's a bit specific. It's not as if you have like a bunch of people being like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the arcade and play Mushi. That's just not gonna happen a lot, right?
No. And it'd be like
People that play specifically fighting games also, even if it were Street Fighter in an arcade, it's also actually kind of
it's actually part of the reason why I think, Tetris Grandmaster is like a really good, like personally I would think Tetris Grandmaster would be a great sort of choice, is because it's like
out of those machines here.
It scratches both itches, because you both have people who are like super passionate about it, and like they'll go there and just to play Tetris Grandmaster to try and get Grandmaster ranking, but then you also have more casual people who are like, oh, I remember Tetris, I played that, so yeah, I would think.
Mainly though, you'll need stuff like, I'm going to the arcade. What is this crazy shit? Oh yeah, you sit on something and you do XYZ, or here, there's some kind of multi-cabinet. Hey, praise people that I went to the arcade with, let's play this together.
Right.
So, yeah, so that's... Go ahead.
Oh, no, I totally agree. And even I feel the same way, where it's like, I don't really go to the arcade to play Tetris Grandmaster. I go to the arcade to play Sound Voltex, which is something I can't get that experience in most...
They're really very expensive.
Yeah. So...
Yeah. So unique experiences still kind of sells the arcade, but having those machines in there rounds out your arcade, right? And that's actually important. Sometimes you just need some games that sell other games, right? And your arcade, if it has these genres, will just seem more complete. That gives it a good feel and look for returning people or people that recommend your arcade and stuff.
Absolutely. Because it's like, oh wow, look, you have Spectral Generation. Spectral Versus Generation, which is a bizarre game. Like, I would say that'd be cool. If I went to an arcade and they had that, I'd be like, holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think the combination is basically, oh, you got Street Fighter, good. What the fuck is that? Yes, I also have what the fuck is that?
yeah. For sure.
And then you're good. But space matters with all those considerations, right? Like, how much space does he have? How much machine upkeep does he have? Like, what's his electric bill? There's a lot of factors there for that, so I don't know this man's location. That's
the thing is that, like, I don't think he even knows, because he's considering getting the funding and get everything set up for the arcade. So it's like, and it's... So that's the issue. So that's the reason why I reached out and was like, hey, I have some stuff that might be interesting. Feel free to, borrow it while you're getting set up.
Yeah. By the way, I only started researching this because, like, it turns out that in a sort of direct sense, arcade space and decisions around how space is used directly affected the design history of shmups. So I was researching that, so...
Is that right? Really?
I mean, yes. The way I'm going to say it now is very short, easy to understand. It's like, oh, of course, but, actually thinking about it is another thing. I put machines in my arcade, right? It's the arcade era, so people actually are coming to the arcade regularly, right?
Right.
And it's like, people on this machine say your game is bullshit, so they just play this other machine. I'm not going to put this machine in here, and I'm probably going to reconsider if I see this dev again if I want to buy their next game. So, and then it's like, other version of this. This game's too easy. People love it, but never play it again. I'm going to reconsider whether I'm going to buy something off this guy. Like, what are my dip switch options? Can I make this game more bullshit, and to what degree? And what is the effect? So this affects a lot of arcade games, right? But then comes the question, how many games of which genre, during which year, right, would you want to have there, and for what reason? i.e. mobs can be sold on people grinding a game, because they're throwing in a lot of points. You don't need a whole lot of people playing this machine, you just need them to play constantly. So you could game design towards that, or you game design the other way, towards a lot of people that get filtered but feel good about getting filtered. That what these Psycho machines are based on that, right? Give beginners as many new experiences as possible, but kick them off the machine anyway. So they feel good about getting ripped off. Yeah. Versus Toaplan games, which are like either really hard, grindy games for someone to do high score, and you have like a couple people playing it, versus games that are kind of easy, but then the machine gets filtered. Toaplan had a lot of issues designing their games in terms of difficulty, and arcade owners complained to them about how their games were.
Really?
Yeah. So they felt mega pressured about this, and they did great games, but business-wise they sort of collapsed, right? Like that became an issue that they could not solve.
Interesting.
And yeah, knowing more about how arcades are run today doesn't exactly tell you how it runs back then, but I can understand a bit more about statements from arcade owners back then by comparing. So I've been looking at videos from people that actually own arcades and talk about what machines do I have, what do they sell, what do I look for in a machine, that sort of thing. Because why is there a true last boss if it's a financial question? That's stuff like that, right? So, there you go, that was the short version.
Yeah, that's interesting. The economics of... Yeah, the economics of like arcade games are sort of a bit of a lost art in a lot of ways.
Yes, but you know, it's a lost art in the same way that yeah, I use this word scam, by the way, just comedically. I don't actually believe that quarter munchers are quarter munchers most of the time. Like 99% of the time, the customer is not being scammed with an arcade game.
I think it highly depends, because you're also thinking also like, I mean, depend where you took your info, but is it only American or Japanese one? Or did Europeans? Because
Unfortunately,
arcade, they were very expensive most of the time.
Yeah, that is a problem that I've noticed. So I only have statements by people from America and from South America that I can really read. And I don't really know exactly what Japanese people have done outside of interview statements like Toaplan. Those would be statements from Japanese arcade owners, but specifically about Toaplan. So it's an absurdly small context. So yeah, I don't have a lot of info on that. This is true. And there are indeed different marketing flows and stuff for these different regions, right? Like the whole thing. After this game, we'll do Pico versus Vic.
Yep.
Okay. So what was I saying? I don't know. Oh yeah, the whole thing with like please don't play like what's that King of Fighters boss?
Yeah.
Genocide Cutter.
Rugal.
Rugal, right. Like, please don't play Rugal. Like, the way that story came about, and this, I got this from a video of somebody who was there and an arcade goer at the time, right? This is a specific arcade where this happened, where, or at least that's the legend building, because this guy is older than me, so I don't know, right? But I'll go with what he's saying. The Arshmobs, by the way. So, is that, yeah, you could pick Rugal, right? And he was broken in one game, like, so there was this climate of KOF is so popular because 3 people can go together to play as one team for one entry quarter, right? So actually it was common in that region to swap off, right, if your character comes in. So you actually play as human teams.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Since otherwise stuff is too expensive, right? So that's how so that became the standard of play. So you have had like friends that actually go to arcades, and then but not everybody has to do that, right? Someone can just be one person. And there was this one guy that picked like Rugal. It was a bullshit character. If he fucked 3 people over all at once, and the audience watching and this guy and those guys just beat this guy up and threw him out of the arcade, basically. And then the store owner, to prevent this from happening, put like a thing on the machine, right? Like, do not pick Rugal, because the one that we see in the memes, right? So this is actually a very old thing for people from South America and I think also Latin America. But like, So like. The visual reaction was because a lot of people all at once got screwed over. It's not just an interaction between 2 people, and it just went against like the ethos of usually 6 people playing one arcade game, right? Yeah. So, reason I mentioned that, the economic model here is completely different. You want those KOF machines because they bring a lot of people all at once, but there's a lot of people that only pay very little money for them, right?
Yeah.
So it's a thing to consider.
So, are there still like sort of those types of tournaments in South America where you have sort of almost a relay type of thing? Like
I don't know because the
person that,
yeah,
which is Donut or something.
Yep.
Oh,
Tricot?
Yeah.
No, join on 3131.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess like Vic, if you could, thank you.
No problem.
I mean, you instantly were already doing what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Fail to connect. I won you.
Yeah, I don't know why the screen says that. It's like rage quit. Well, what do you mean? Rage about what? Nothing happened. Okay. Yeah.
No. Oh, burdened. Oh, that's funny.
Ah, so that's how you get the other numbers.
How do I get? Oh, okay.
Okay, trying to join.
I mean, I guess you'll be host. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, let's see. Ah,
Oh, yeah, it
nice.
works. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I'm player 2.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, there...
go ahead.
Oh. Yeah, button are swapped. So I think it has a player 1 and player 2 buttons. That's the problem.
Oh.
Okay.
That's very dumb.
So you have to change the buttons actually, but how do you select player
I don't fucking know. I am just telling you what's happening to me.
No, you are correct, that makes sense to me.
Let me know if you want to restart.
I don't even know how I would be solving this problem, so I'm just playing with the bottom row.
Okay.
Yeah. That would work. Yeah, that is like an annoying thing to do, because like then we basically would have to like make sure that Windows is understanding that a different controller is player 1, then put in our controller as
I
player
don't think
2.
that you need to go that far, but I don't know
Actually-
how they would solve it.
何よ
Yeah, exactly. Because that might actually not solve it, because why would it use your controller, right? Like, that's... Okay. That just fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
何よ見て
Yeah,
な
it-
さい
The fact that there's no button to close the game, and the tutorial shows Switch controllers clearly made for the Switch and PC port is like an afterthought thing.
Yeah.
何よ
Seems like it, yeah. Definitely. Like, there's a lot of stuff
So-
here that...
That shouldn't change anything for like the control port because you still can have multiple controller and play on player 2 side on consoles. So
見てなさい
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know what this was.
yeah. They definitely messed up something for the PC ports, like they're switching you into the correct position. You are player 2 despite being player 1 before. Okay, works. Correct controller, works. Button assignment. Why is it different?
Yeah.
That is, yeah. Okay.
何よ
Yeah, at least for me, where the buttons end up being means that I can't solve it with Georgia key. That would be my next thing.
見てなさい
Just, yeah.
何よ見てなさい
Because I would have also just played with bottom row, but like for me the bottom row is like it basically my counterclock and clockwise buttons are reversed. The bottom row.
何よ頑張ります
I can do that. Yeah. Sorry, Skykinks asked me a question. I guess I can answer that. The question was,
何よ
do they still do 3 people versus 3 people tournaments in South America?
Yes.
I do not know, because the interview was about the arcade scene in general back then, so they never talked about this topic. So I don't know.
へっちゃらよ
I do remember, like, there are some tournaments that do it, but I just didn't know if it's, like, more common in South America.
何よ
If I was forced at gunpoint to guess, I'd say yes, but I have no reason for believing that. I don't
Right.
know.
何よ見てなさい高まってきた
It's like the whole video game scene there is so different, right? Like you have
ごちそうさま
like a whole different history and how how technology was handled over there in importing games, and like, I don't know what they consider to be retro games or what is still like played by a lot of people in which generation. No clue.
Right. I mean, the fact that they're still selling
見てなさい
Master System, Mega Drive stuff.
Yeah. It's like just I don't know.
Right. Good. Oh, I made a mistake.
何よ
I'm getting these text messages and it's like hella distracting because I'm also like I know that I'm going to be getting a text message soon that I need to respond to.
Let's see. Actually important message. Spam.
Exactly.
何よ
Oh, the speed.
Yeah. Oh no. That's
全然へっちゃらよ何よ 何よ見てなさい
It's in,
高まってきた
it is in good area, not need to. Yeah.
I see. I see.
何よ
But this one doesn't.
Nani yo?
This match has more delay. That's weird.
Really?
Oh, that didn't
ごちそうさま。
Oh, I guess like Trico, are you playing over like your what internet are you
いただ
using?
きます。
LAN. I mean, no, not LAN. I'm not sure how it's configured, but it's not VLAN.
押し通します。
Okay, but you are using the internet of like this place that you're staying at, right? Not your home.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
No, in home.
何よ。
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Wi-Fi or cable?
Cable.
Yeah.
"何よ。見てなさい。どうしよう。頑張ります。
Have any of you been using the opening mechanic yet?
Not in this these
何よ。
matches.
どうしよ
Okay.
I did use it more by accident than anything.
Okay.
In this
I
one
see, I see.
because the button was where I would move stuff. But
Yep, that happened to me too.
I think I used it only once versus Tifu because I was like close to dying or something.
Yeah, I see, I see.
う。何よ。見てなさい。
Comboing seems
全然
interesting.
へっちゃらよ。
Like
Yeah, I still don't really understand everything yet, but
見てなさい。
it seems interesting.
yep.
どうしよ
Like the glass mechanic actually helps in setting up like a very small but complex like that 6-hit.
Yeah, I got lucky. I don't know how it went on this side, but yeah.
Yeah. It's
My
like I
plan
was
was just
trying
3
to
or 4
describe it in-
maximum, and then like 2 more hit like I joined.
う。いただきます。
I'll welcome you. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I thought I'd have time to describe what I mean. It's like it's just on screen. Yeah, that.
どうしよう。
No. Oh. So you have to get used to the buttons. Mm.
何よ。見てなさい。高まってきた。なかなかいけてる。助けて。
No, one. No, that still worked. Okay, it still doesn't fully hold like stuff break exactly.
Because puzzle games work with a similar rhythm, I guess if there's 2 versus 1 Tetris screen, I just now comprehended that I've been listening to like the Tetris sounds this whole time, so I'm like, this game is just I
何よ。見てなさい。
was almost about to say, this has very arcadey noises for some reason.
何よ。
Yeah.
どうしよ
Yeah, or rather not arcadey, but like, I don't know, old video game noises.
Yeah, this sound, like the sounds in this game are so unique because each shape has its own like sound to
う。
it.
何よ。
I
見
see.
てなさい。
Yeah, so like some people swear that they play a lot better with the sound on. They can't really play it without sound because the audio actually helps them notify like what piece is coming up next.
Yeah.
何よ。
That seems to be true in other video game genres, so I assume it's true here. Does the sound happen when the piece
ごち
appears?
そうさま
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
I use that in bullet hell games where I remember when the music is at that point, then those enemies appear or something like that.
Yeah. There's also like stuff in fighting games that works like that. Audio cues works for a lot of these kind of let's say mostly arcade action games. Like I can't really think of an example of like a non-arcade action game right now, but hypothetically there's nothing in the way of that working for those as well. Just can't think of an example because
何よ
if you're playing like a point-and-click hack and slash, like Diablo, the sounds are not there to help you, right?
Right. Not super helpful at all.
頑張ります全然へっちゃらよ 何よ
Is there gravity in the game? It looks like every jar that would fall on another like combo would just break the next one.
Oh. I'll try to pay attention.
Yeah, but I just think like Triple did say all the audience that this is focusing.
何よ見てなさい 何よ何よ見てなさいどうしよう頑張ります何よ
No.
Blocked immediately.
全然へっちゃらよ
No, this is bad.
全然へっちゃらよ
Wow.
What?
Puyo scarred me enough that when like Trico did like a combo vertically at the death thing for Puyo, that I got scared.
何よ
Even though there was no reason to in this game. You know like how there's that one depth square at like the particular left side, like at the top, right?
Yeah.
次は
It's
任せてる
like
んだ
he
から
just made a line there and I'm like, oh, why no? And it's like, oh, what? It's not Puyo, it's okay.
No, any clone will get you killed here.
Yeah. Classic moves. Well, I say that, but Puyo's actually very old.
Right.
Yeah. It's just funny to think of it that way. Like, I know it's like mostly a Western thing, but even if you look at most puzzle games, like most puzzle games are rules-wise Tetrises and not Puyos, right? Like,
I don't know about that. Any versus puzzle game is Puyo based, I feel like.
どうしよ
no, not the match stuff and rotate pieces. That is definitely true that they're Puyo like that. I mean like how the top screen works.
う何よ見てなさい
But even the rotate is Tetris. So I'm not sure what you mean by that.
I just mean the top of the screen. If you reach the top of the screen in most puzzle games, you die. Like in-
何
yeah,
よ
that's all I meant. Because if otherwise my statement is mega wrong because there's literally no game like Tetris.
何よ
like,
見てなさい
this block composition thing is like pretty rare. Like it's mostly match X, right? Like most puzzle games.
I mean,
どうしよ
Tetris is mesh X in line.
Yeah, like
うどうしよ
two
う全然へっ
shapes.
ちゃらよ
Right? I guess like Aloof has two shapes, but also two like colors.
Two shapes of being very sad about the music.
Yeah, exactly. This rabbit or this crow will drown. Okay.
Shit.
Meanwhile, actual gameplay, sweating hard, trying not to get overrun.
Yeah, seriously.
Let me rotate to my second board because I'm building 2 boards at the same time. Oh no.
Yeah. The game is... I love how just, yeah. I don't know how to describe it. It's a, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the term, but just sort of like inconsistent or sort of,
Instead of Ludo narrative dissonance, it is
dissonant, yeah, the whole gameplay is just so dissonant with each other. Everything is just so, yeah,
yeah,
it's great.
Ludo audio dissonance. I don't know what to use for audio. Musical composition, but a fancy old word for musical composition.
Yeah. I'm dead.
You
Killed myself here.
very dead.
Although, I am getting, like, consistently past, like, level 500. Which is good.
I guess like Tifu.
Yep.
You've played the set. How are you liking the game?
It's alright.
Okay. Like good enough. I was just wondering if you had like anything specific you were thinking about. Yeah.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Yep. Oh, big two, big double combo. But I guess doubles don't do much. Okay. Makes sense.
I don't think they do more than if they were like next to each other. But yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that's pretty rare. I only know Puyo does double. I don't think there is more that do that.
You might be right. I can't really think of some that we tried that do doubles. If there were, that was definitely rare. To be fair, we've played some games with some fucked up rule sets, so... like those Sailor Moon games, like... what the fuck?
The instant attack thing is weird because, like, depending on which character you're playing as, like, these two are only sharing the, like, digestive biscuit looking thing.
Yeah.
So there's not much use for the open attack with these two characters. But if you're playing as other characters, there's a lot more useful.
There is one usage. You can screw up what the other person is planning by breaking their jars at an inconvenient point in time. Right? Since it's an area of effect.
Yeah.
But you are correct. Like, I was also wondering how to combo them and wasn't even thinking about, like, what sweets do you even combo together? So it is a matchup thing. That's different sweets, different characters. So I guess part of the character balance is really just, like, how much interaction do you have with your opponent? But that's matchup specific, so... It seems like a needless character differentiation.
What did the characters do? Like, what's the point of different suits? I didn't catch that, I guess.
So technically, if you open up the middle, you can combo with your opponent's pieces, right? But you
No,
don't share
What?
a
What
lot
do you
of...
mean that?
Hmm?
What do you mean if you open something, you combo with the opponent pieces? You mean the garbage?
No. Like, well, also, but that's not what I mean. The middle line can be opened with a specific button, right? maybe you
I
weren't
see.
aware of this. I was talking with you about it earlier, and you said yes, I did that by accident, but I guess you didn't.
No, I know what like the button
Okay.
is. I don't know what it does. I thought it was
Oh, okay.
opening like stuff because it says open. So
So if you see that that candy line in the middle, it jumps up and goes away. And as far as I understand, like you
this
can
candy
then
line,
combo
you mean like the separator in between each other?
exactly that.
Yeah.
So it will go away, and then you drop your pieces, and then it'll go back down, right? So you get one chance to do something. And that means you could combo with your opponent's pieces, but in this specific matchup, you guys are just sharing cookies, right? So there's not a lot of piece interaction. But what you could still do is mess the other one up, or make use of their glass jar crash, right? So you could blow up their glass jars at an inconvenient time for them. So that would still be an interaction that you guys can do through the opening mechanic. That was what we were talking.
Okay.
Yep. So
Didn't feel that different when someone did the open thing, so I guess I'll see when people use it more.
yeah, that's what why I like right now you guys are mostly like playing on your own boards. And I mean that works. But like the open could be used to just grab the opponent's stuff for your own combos. In this matchup, there's barely any chance of that happening because you only share the cookies. And everything else is different pieces. But yeah, hypothetically, I guess you could just break their glass at your convenience.
Oh, that didn't work.
Or you can make use of their break for your own, right? If you see that they're comboing, gonna combo next to you, and you need that broken at the bottom, then you could open it up and something like that. Not sure. But yeah, for now, I guess like people are just gonna try to play efficiently first, and then look for further interactions later. I actually like the idea of this opening mechanic. Just didn't consider it would affect the network. Oshio. After this one, we'll swap around.
Okay.
Okay.
どうしよう。何よ。何よ。何よ。見てなさい。何よ。何よ。何よ。どうしよう。頑張ります。止まれない。何すんのよ。全然へっちゃらよ。何よ。
Huh? Oh,
次は任してやるんだから。
Okay, so we'll do Trico versus Tifu.
Yeah.
And
is there like
Tifu
any better than one
spectate. I
head down, right?
did not see one at all, so we'll have to do the spectate via Discord. So I don't know if exactly that's stream wise. I guess you that may be an issue, but you can also play single player on stream, I guess, or whatever. Yep.
いただきます。
Okay, and Tifu, if you could, you're already doing it. Thank you guys. You're on top of things when I am not. Great. That came like a bad grade, but that was a good grade. Thanks. Yeah.
Who's the question I mean?
Hmm?
Like the chocolates that she has is question mark.
Oh,
Can't remember
Yeah.
what that means.
yeah, I didn't get into a match with Cotton, so I couldn't see. I think the idea is probably because Cotton uses different magic icons in the shmup that she's from. That probably she has weird candy. Oh, she probably has that candy that she keeps wanting to eat, right? Where she always beats up on her like elf friend because she's an abusive bastard. Just to get more of that candy. We'll see, I guess. The passcode, by the way, is 3333, i.e. 4 times 3. I will write it in chat.
Which is
For me and Tifu.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
3333. I put it in chat this in a way that makes sense. Okay. Now to look at what all of y'all 3 are doing. 3 groups. What's going on? Because I'm also curious how to optimize these combos.
Wouldn't
Player 1 wins on disconnects. That's how it is, right?
Oh no. Barely survived that.
Someone remind me to write a bug report for the control thing. While this game has been out for a little bit, if I remember correctly, Success does check a little bit every now and then, like, or at least so perfect. So that's definitely like a huge bug. And I see she has like, yeah, she has the whatever she's going for, mullen berries. I don't know. No, that was a Vanillaware thing, right? Yeah. I don't know. Sky Tanks.
Yes.
Do you know the Cotton lore?
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay. Same.
No.
I
Yeah.
have yet to play any of her games. Like, it's just
Eh,
for no
it's all-
particular reason. It's just they're horizontal, and I had to concentrate on vertical shmups this year, so that's why.
And I don't. If I'm. There's really no story. It's just I thought it was just visuals, but I could be
Oh
wrong.
no, there's a lot of dialogue in every game, starting with the first one. Dialogue. It is dialogue, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I just sort of skip it. Unfortunately.
I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
From what I know, basically, like Cotton is going around, right, and is like supposedly supposed to stop some dark evil people, but she doesn't care about it. Like 0%.
So really, it's very much an influence on the Toho then.
Is mega hard. All of these games that has like an asshole girl character that doesn't give a shit and then goes around just abusing everything inside, that goes
Yeah.
back to Cotton.
Yeah.
At least on the shmup side. On the shmup side, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah. And basically this fairy is like, no, Cotton, you have to do X, Y, and Z, and she just choke holds this little fairy. It's like, shut up, you worthless kid. and basically she realizes though that there are these special candy fruits that grow, right? And she's mega into them. So all she wants is to find more of these candies to eat. They're rare and have magical powers or something. There are reasons why she can't find them immediately all the time. It makes her very grumpy. And the poor fairy has to basically take all of that abuse. And yeah, but that's all
Story's
I know.
great.
Yeah.
I wish I would have spent the time. It's actually in Japanese, if I remember correctly, the ones that I have. So I guess I haven't. Yeah.
Yeah. Other thing that I discovered recently, you know how I was like looking into Space Harrier-like games?
Yeah.
Yoshi got one, like an old one, not just like the one that came out for Sega Saturn and now is on a port on Steam with like an absurd amount of input delay. Oh no, that was the Switch release. I don't know if the Steam release is better. It could be. But actually, like pixel art, as in like Mega Drive era.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like Cotton something. They're all-
Oh yeah. Oh no, I know that game. Sorry, Pandenomium or something like that, or
I
what's it
think
called?
you are correct, but not that word because that wasn't the word just now.
What is it? I know exactly what you're.
Scrolling down, I'll know it in a second because I think you got the right direction of the word. Panorama Cotton.
Panorama. Yeah, there we go.
Panorama.
Thank you.
Yeah. And yeah, like it just okay.
It's
That's
stupid expensive. That's the reason why. Yeah, it's like, God, I want to say it costs like $800 or something. It's ridiculous for the game.
I see.
So, yeah.
That's
Put
not
that
the
out
most
there.
like stupidly expensive I've seen.
No, it's bad though.
Or like arcade board.
No, no. It's for Mega Drive or something.
Oh, Mega Drive. Then yeah, that is pretty expensive for Mega Drive.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it, yeah. Again, I remember Mega Drive. It might be something else from around that era, right? Like I might be mistaken because all I wrote down is like play on RetroArch. So
Right, no, it's Mega Drive. Yeah.
it is Mega Drive. Okay. Yeah. And later there was like Rainbow Cod, which
Right.
is yeah.
Which I actually have. I do own that.
What system or original?
Switch.
Switch. Yeah. So you have the one that has like the nightmare-inducing input lag of what was it, 12 frames?
Yeah, that's the reason why it was one of those things where I pre-ordered it.
Yeah. That's what made people even more mad at this. I feel like. Yeah. Except people that put up with. You know, there's this YouTube guy, like currently he lets other people do videos on his channel because he's busy with like the Tourplan documentary, right? I don't know if he'll do videos in the future, but Shmup Junkie, right? This really nice guy in, I think, his 50s, maybe?
Okay.
Maybe 60s, like a older dude, right? And he is semi-lenient about input delay, right? He'll say, yeah, there's a bit more input delay in this one, but it's doable, right? And this is literally the only one where he's like, this is understandable. He's just such a friendly, nice guy, right? So it's like, I've done my own tests on this, and indeed, it's this many frames. Look at this. Like, yeah, very disappointing. Just, yeah.
I mean, if it was a fighting, there would be a riot. Like, 12 input like it's just not possible.
Yeah. And personally, from having played like fighting games, shmups, and puzzle games, I feel like out of those three,
That was like a crazy comeback.
I feel like puzzles are the worst personally, but
yeah, I think I'd agree if I were a little better at them. I think puzzle games are the worst, then shmups, and then actually large gap, and then fighting games. And it's already really bad for fighting games, right? So when I say that, I'm not saying you can put up with a lot of delay in fighting games. What I'm saying is like you can put up with way less than the other two. I guess rhythm games would be literally the worst, but you could, I guess, get used to it, but be mega.
yeah, I feel like maybe I don't know. Like I feel puzzle games are. I don't know. Like people in that conversation, I was talking with that guy about Tetris. He was just like he started talking about, oh yeah, I'm working on like getting my USB buffer, buffer to be like absolute minimum and all this other stuff for my input delay, just absolutely minimizing everything.
Yeah.
Just like people, the puzzle, I guess it's also maybe particularly the Tetris people who are just like insane when it comes to like input lag.
I think it's highly depending on the games too, right?
Yeah.
Tetris is all about them speed, so that makes sense. That would be like annoying for high-level players. What the fuck is the computer doing? You just build like a central thing and just kill himself.
Yep. Oh, yeah, let's go. Itadakimasu indeed. That is on stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What were we talking about? Puzzles. Oh yeah, I kind of agree. Like in Puyo, you do like a lot of construction planning, kind of, right? I feel like if you did that like in like Money Puzzle Exchanger, or like what's the other one? The one that's where you just throw things upwards. That we played.
Uchinya or no?
Oh no. Like actually you throw
Magical
the pieces upward. Yes.
Oh, Magical Drop.
Yeah, I think Magical Drop and Money Puzzle Exchanger and the Tetris, like in those, like you don't want input delay, right? You have to be fast in these games. Like, yeah, so I feel like that it does become more annoying. I feel like in a lot of puzzle games, once you get to high level, it becomes annoying in general, but indeed, like
anything in like high level will be annoying. Anything that is competitive.
And real time, yeah. But yeah, all of those puzzles, the worst, probably. Just can't speak of my own experience there because I'm too trash at these games.
Yeah. But even for fighting games,
then fighting games. So.
Yeah. We dealt with it for Asuka for a long time, also because I feel like it has like by default a lot of leniency on like combos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
if it was like something else, we wouldn't have been able to play at all. Okay.
Yeah, if Glove on Fight had bad net play, which it doesn't, since it has weirdo godlike net play, there one could put up with it too, probably, right? Because of the weightiness and slowness of the moves, and your timing is okay to combo stuff pretty easily. Yeah, so yeah, of course, it'll always depend on the game, but as genre overall, I'd say, yeah, it's bad. But indeed, like the ones that will complain the most out of those three, but I guess that's because they are like a big passionate group that can actually have a say in this, is the FGC, right? That's just like with the shmup community, it's like there are a lot of casual players in that too, right? And there's like a lot of single player stuff, so of course casual people will be like a larger sector of the opinion, right? So there's some people that are like, this re-release of a Psycho game with ultra fast moves is perfectly fine with its like 6 frames of input delay. Like, what are you talking about? I can play it. Because they're just like not looking at that at all, right? But they're also like trying feeding their way through the game, so it's just kind of different to when you like actually want to react to something that's fast, and then it's like, I can't. Okay. Plus, personal opinion here from a lot of stuff I read. I think a lot of people get past their like, let's say, bad skills in certain types of skill checks and shmups through memorization. So sometimes people are just like, oh, you just have to memo it and it works. And it's like, you can memo it until it works. It would be more correct, I think. But technically, you could have also gotten it. My opinion.
No,
There
you're
may
good.
be things that you have to memo, but like,
Right.
yeah. I think that's actually a smaller number than people assume. And that means input delay matters less to people that just memo everything around because they're memoing it, so sorry. That was the point of that. Yeah. And yeah, with some classic shmups, you can go harder in that direction than bullet hell games. Also. And in public games, you can't do that at all.
No.
Memo this. What do you mean?
Fighting game. Moses, yeah, right?
You're playing a well, then you're playing a bot, right?
Even a bad, I like just would do random shit sometimes, right?
Yeah. That is true. That is definitely true. So even though I feel like it's really bad in shmups to have input delay, there's like a whole big sector of people that would probably just be, well, not probably, I know there's a whole big sector that's just like, you know, like, it works out in the end for me. But yeah.
手を合わせてごちそうさまでしたもう一回いただきます
So is this just the beach episode, and that's why they're wearing these alternate outfits?
いいかも
I didn't do shit.
I guess that must be a yes.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
やる
Kitty noises. Yeah.
いい
We
か
got
も
each episode down.
Oh yeah, you guys have beach episode now. I guess it's stage dependent, huh? Like, okay, I see. Like, wow, that's. Oh, do they have like a winter stage, like with winter coats? I like winter coats.
I don't know, but you have different clothes depending where you're at, so yeah, I assume.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
いいかもメルもやる
I find it very funny that the match that's off stream from Trico versus Vic, Trico versus Tifu, those are completely fine and decent, like, and completely decent, like how do you say, swimsuits, that's the way.
いいかも
And we have these like very small two pieces with I guess stuff on the arms and cat ears on the stream. That's funny. Like literally like these two characters happen to be fighting now, I guess. Okay. The others are like just completely normal. I don't know. I guess the cotton one's meant to be like a school swimsuit, but whatever.
いいかもメルもやるいい気持ちいいかもメルもやる
Cat damage.
いいかも
Oh, that's the Nya noise. The trash is cats. Okay, yeah, I see. I didn't know this before.
Trash is cats for all characters.
Yeah,
いいかもメル
like
もやる
not like Pochinya where you have cats and dogs raining. Yeah. Why did we never make that joke? I guess we were trying to build T sections too hard.
いいかもメルもやる
Like, I mean that it's raining cats and dogs?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think we understood.
いいかも
It's like nobody answered and I'm like,
手を合わ
this
せて
was unclear.
ごちそうさまでした
It's too difficult. It was way too sophisticated of a joke.
Like, yeah, for what reason? Not even a joke, it's more like just referring to
More
it.
than observation.
Yeah.
いいかも
It's like if you're building a mountain and then you have to combo it with peak and then someone says, "Ha, it's the foot of the mountain." It's just like, yeah.
いいかもいいかも
No.
やるドキドキ
Funny thing in English and German. In English, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
やるいいかも
In German, and that's the foot of the mountain.
Oh.
いいかも
I think Spitze des Eisberges did actually find itself into German, but I think that's from English. Like,
手を合わせてごちそうさまでした
I have to say, I think the tip of the iceberg is it's a better analogy.
they describe different things also, right?
Oh, okay,
The
got
tip of the iceberg is like there's
Yeah.
more underneath, right? There's more to be known.
Sure.
Yeah, and the foot of the mountain is like this is where it begins, but you get to more places.
Okay.
So yeah, conversationally you can get to the same thing, but you're starting with a different analogy. Right?
いいかも いいかも やる
Guess I'm completely insane. Now I'm gonna poop.
Yeah. No, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
いいかもやるドキドキドッカン甘いいいかも
Where
メル
are
も
you
やる
teaspoon cannons? I don't see them.
Now this is not that type of game.
I see.
いいかも
No, this game is very traditional.
メルもやるいい気持ちやる
Yeah.
いいかも
Traditional, you say. I guess you're right.
いいかも
What is even traditional with puzzle
いい
games?
かもやる
If Tetris is not traditional puzzle game, I don't know what it is. I mean, basically it's the most traditional of all puzzle games.
ドキドキ
But technically, Puyo is too, right? Like, it's just
Shit.
I
No.
mean, Tetris is first.
ドキドキ
yeah, Tetris is first, but if we're gonna go by that, then different versions than the Tetris we're playing are first. Like,
I guess when I said that though, what I mean is that like the play style is very much in same exact as like the original Tetris, where it's just like get Tetris, you know, and big clears, and that's about it. It's not there's no fancy like mechanics. Just go fast.
But where's like the dangerous evil color levels that you get to? I mean, that's totally intended.
Yeah.
Did some maybe some of you guys saw like people got, and this is a modified game that avoids like the line specific game crashes, which technically you can get past those with gameplay. But like people got through the modified version, removing like the game crashes, and got to the resurrection screen. Right? They got through all of the crazy levels.
No, I actually thought that they did that without game modifications.
No, they modified so there's a couple different concerns when you get to those, right? One is visibility. That's not been modified. So the levels appear the way they would in a regular cartridge.
Okay.
But also, depending on which stage you are, certain line clears will crash the game. So you have to be careful to never do a line clear with a specific piece in specific levels.
Right. That's why I thought it was such a big deal when they actually got the resurrection, was because the guy was able to beat the game within those requirements. That was my understanding of it.
Unless that was even more recent, this requirement has not yet been done.
Like this happened around like I want to say a month ago, roughly. It was very recent.
Yeah, that must be the one I'm thinking of. If my understanding of the situation is he used a modified card with that. So somebody still needs to do it with those conditions, right?
Okay.
Which that's a huge skill check, but it is possible. Yeah. I don't know if the community thinks it's possible, but competitive communities always tell themselves that something's impossible until somebody does it. So,
Right, exactly, yeah.
On paper, it's possible. It's possible.
It's crazy how much progression there's been in classic Tetris over the past like 5 years. Just insane.
Like you'd think this is like a new game for something that has. Even new games don't have this type of crass meta changes.
No, seriously. Like, yeah, just shows you how shitty the old people were playing. Playing Tetris and not progressing anything. Now they have a bunch of kids who are coming in, like, I'm getting my ass handed to me by a bunch of kids.
While it is true that quite a few of these progression steps were done by variously younger folks, it's not universally true. The thing that really matters is not just the willingness to play differently, which like younger folks will have that more, right? On average. We have communication now. A lot of people that can talk with each other, data banks, people reviewing scores, seeing how certain things happened, and commenting on them. Right? That progressed with the Tetris community. And that just led to a lot of these discoveries and people working together on how to figure out how to get through them, right? So, yeah, I think it's more that than any age, be it experience or youthful strength of any player. Like,
It makes me feel better.
Well, in Tetris it's also easier for me to say because people invented the rolling tab, right? Which now allows like pretty much a whole huge section of regular human players to reach these crazy heights, right? So now it's just get good. How much time do you have to get good is of course an issue, but yeah. Yeah, no, if you can be like, how old was that guy? In your 60s or 70s, and like, just join the competitive scene, like, in a couple, like, just the last few years, and then get qualified for, like, a tournament, then you have no excuse.
Right.
That's how I see it.
It's crazy how, like, that community was, like, so like it was the same people who would compete in tournaments forever and ever and ever, and then just the rolling tap just opened things up to like a huge number of people now. So
Well, first hyper tapping occurred
Or
and
hyper
cut
tapping,
off
yeah.
a bunch of people,
いいかも
and then
Yeah,
opened like a small amount of people. Then rolling came in and opened it back up for everyone. Right?
いいか
It
も
was like very funny. Just like now you have to be super crazy good and with your hands and stuff and like handheld concerns. Oh no! And then it's like rolling tap. Okay, but that rolling motion, wear a glove. Rolling glove is just it was kind of funny.
いいかも
You know how weird it is? I want to see the situation play out. Like, you're just going to a couple friends, you know, a couple people are hanging out, and they're like they're waiting on dinner or whatever, and it's like, hey, you know, do you play like Tetris? And I'm like, yeah, I play Tetris. I was like, let's play some Tetris, and he gets the controller out and just holds it like you should, right? And you get out like a glove, put your hand underneath and hold it like in this other way, and like
no, even better. It's like, oh, do you have a glove that I could borrow?
exactly. I roll. I cannot hyper tap. You what now?
やるドキドキ
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So,
ちょうど
I just want to say this. Vic, would you like another human matchup?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. In that case, your last opponent was Rico?
ちょっ
Question
と
mark?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then like Rico and Tifu do this one and one more, right? And after that, like Tifu and Vic can play unless Tifu is done. It is 21, right? Just, I mean,
や
for
る
you it's 20, I guess, because you're in Scotland. Oh,
Yeah, we'll play another. Yeah.
okay,
や
cool,
る
cool.
ド
Alright.
キドキ
That's the last match I'll be handling, because I wanna take a little break, I guess. I know I've just been sitting around. That's why I guess I'm already taking a break. But...
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna take a break. My finger is starting to like wear out.
So, what kind of tapping do you use?
じりゃ余裕だぜ
Do people even in Grandmaster do other tapping techniques? I feel like
No,
it's just
no.
the classic Tetris thing,
Yeah, there's
which is funny.
there's no fancy.
じりゃ
I don't know. Like, there's nothing crazy like that. The input systems is ridiculously good in Grandmaster, so you don't have to worry about that type of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You know, fighting game community has a similar discussion, actually, about leverless controllers, right?
じりゃ
Yeah,
That's something you do with your hands. But there I think it's really funny because this is how the history goes. It's like
じりゃ
arcade stick, of course, that's how you make this game. Okay, maybe B is set because that one French guy beat us really hard, that pads are okay. And the keyboard players are like, yeah, I
They
play
accepted anything from that, but yeah.
じりゃ
fair. Keyboard players, maligned by everyone. Make a keyboard for people that has less buttons. Suddenly, this is the best technique ever. Still ignore the keyboard people that have been doing it for like decades.
じりゃ
It was just really funny. Like, oh, yeah. No one thought the keyboard players were like at a super unfair advantage or something. But now,
That was the last match, or...
you can play one more.
じりゃ
Okay.
Yeah. Just you guys were already like very far into that match, so I didn't want to just cut you guys off at the end.
やる
Talking is so much smaller than all these other characters.
やるドキドキじりゃ来てやるドキドキドッカーン
Like, I don't know the law. Like, I guess she is pretty short in all of those games. But she also has that, like, how do you say, mid to late 80s anime design, right? Like, don't know how to say it. Which, I guess makes sense since she's from the mid to late 80s.
Yup. Shit.
Sometimes things make sense when I do this. Yeah. There's a reverse of that. It's like, I don't remember what webcomic this was. I may have told that to somebody here already, but like, this is a funny webcomic. So, you see like some, let's say like, typical Western comic book nerd, he's standing in front of something, right? In a comic book store. It's like, people like bringing all this weed trash over into our stores, disgusting. Where has like classic like Western comic book design gone or something like that, right? And he leaves, and the store owner kind of looks like what he was looking at because he was complaining about huge eye characters, basically, right? And the store clerk just looks at this baffled, and the camera shifts, and he was complaining about Bugs Bunny. Like, fucking weed trash with his huge eyes. Like, okay. Yeah. I wonder how that guy feels about Sonic. The biggest eye. Just one eye.
Oh no.
I only recently saw there was a Knuckles movie. When did this happen? Like, how
I don't think it's out yet.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wait, Knuckles on his own.
Yeah, Knuckles getting his own movie. Isn't that weird, right? Like, that's... Yeah. On the one hand, I'm like, hell yeah, Knuckles movie. Knuckles is better than Sonic. That's great. On the other hand, I'm like, Knuckles movie with Knuckles being in the real world is even dumber, I feel kind of. Can't we just have, like, their setting? Like, I know it's a weird setting, but you have normal humans in that, so where's the problem? Like, I don't know what the universe is called, so... Yeah.
Mobius or was it Mobius or
Mobius.
Yeah, Mobius. Yeah.
Yeah, like, why not just have it on Mobius and just have whatever humans you need in the plot, right? Yeah. I mean, I guess the answer is because they made the previous Sonic movies, plural, right? There were two? Question mark?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Knuckles was in Sonic movie.
Yeah, indeed. Yep. So, yeah, like, I think that's the reason, right? It's just a continuation of that, but it's now just with Knuckles. Or mainly with Knuckles, right? I don't know who he's fighting, I don't know who else is in there, it's just... I was like, oh, Knuckles, okay. I mean, what they actually need is like, I am all that I am, right? Like, Shadow the Hedgehog, it's a reference to his theme song. Because, I don't know.
What was that? Oh my god, what was that thing? Was it like Knuckles, and Knuckles? What was it? I'm trying to remember what that video was.
Do you mean the... Do you know the way?
No. There was a guy who like he took what was it? It was like Knuckles, and Knuckles. Let me see if I can find it.
Knuckles from Knuckles and Knuckles.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yep. I've never seen this before. Okay, but yeah, it's like a mad, I guess, judging from the thumbnail, or it's just a
No.
mashup of different Knuckles stuff. No? Question mark? What?
Did you say no?
Okay, I see. I mean, that is a correct answer to my question. Thank
What
you.
was the? I could have sworn that he took a
Okay, so, Vic, your opponent is ready. Okay, so, yeah, you guys get matched up. Once again, that is Tifu versus Vic. Yeah. And just for clarity's sake, I'm not going to be handling any more matchups from here, but I mean, you guys be free to do whatever, right? You just have to handle it yourself, so I'm saying.
Then he's only like really easy. He's only got 3 sweets.
On the one hand, he's really easy, but if you have a character that has like a lot of different like suites, they might be able to interact with you a bit harshly.
What's the code?
Though you could.
What's the code?
Tifu was waiting on you for the code, so
I guess.
Oh.
That doesn't work.
All right, this is the one I was thinking of. But you have to have it with audio too.
Yep, in a sec.
Oh, wait. How do you accept that? Okay. It's you again.
I guess I don't have to watch both of you. Oh, you have different stages and different costumes. Yeah. But yeah, I guess I will stop watching Tifu, then I'll just have these 2 screens. Okay. Yes. Oh right, Knuckles. I'll just click to see what it is. Right, sure it has. I was clicking into it and I was like, oh, so this is a serious song? And then like, it's like, I like Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles. And I'm like, okay. That's funny. I wonder if a version of this is gonna be in the movie.
Just play that over the credits.
Yeah, you can play that over the credits or like in a car drive that could be running. There's scenes where songs like this are used, right? Man, that reminds me the other day, like Gigi, like the VTuber, right? Like was doing one of her fucking random karaoke stuff, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna sing my favorite Eminem song. You'll know from the lyrics, and I'm like, oh yeah, Venom. And I was disappointed that it wasn't Venom. Just because Venom is such a stupid song. It's structurally brilliant though, right? Like I don't know a lot of songs that try to get a lot of like, let's say, lyrical composition out of sounds. But it just makes it also very funny and unusual. Like, it's great. Two shared candy pieces. Possibilities. I feel like also the candy composition in this game makes a lot more sense with the whole like, how do I say this? Candy store culture? Technically, like, I guess there's not a lot of that that's kind of dying out, right? But like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Cause like, I don't know. I guess like I'm maybe not the right person to ask. I've just always not eaten a lot of candy.
That used to be a thing in the US though. We had candy stores. And actually in
Really?
yeah. And in my town, there's actually a very unfortunately named candy shop that's actually still open. Called Oh My Lolly.
Yes. That's hilarious. I mean, times change, right? Like, is how it is.
It's one of those things where it's like I can't tell. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like everyone just sort of accepts it, and it's been around for a while. It's been around for like probably close to 10 years now,
Yeah.
and it's just sort of like just explaining it would be a problem. So
Yeah. But I mean, like, that can happen to anyone randomly, right? Some word gets like a meaning change that's widely accepted. I mean, this even happened to the Bible, right? Like, and he killed him with the bone of an ass. An ass? Yeah, like a donkey, not like my butt. I think like that's why we're like really forgiving towards that, and also the Fighting Gamer Meetups acronym.
yeah.
Like now we're at a time where again, like it's not as bad, but yeah. If I had thought of that earlier, rather than having to date it under pressure. Thanks, certain person out there. Sarcasm. That I wouldn't have named it like this. I just wanted something that was like not very special and a little generic, so that wasn't too overly specific, right? But, just how that ends up sometime.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna play one more game of Tetris and I'm gonna drop off.
Yeah.
I've done my hours, I've done my time today.
Yeah.
Also my dog is like really annoying me.
Yeah. Isn't that like part of 666? The number of the beast? 5 ideas? I don't know. Like, I don't remember the lyrics very well. I like that, even though like I wouldn't call myself like a huge Iron Maiden fan, but I have a bunch of albums. So I was always aware of like, you know, 666, the number of the beast. So it's sung in a very different way, but after Spawn, like it's just that was the movie, right? Spawn.
Did you open it on purpose, Jivu?
Yeah, I thought it was going to give me the points.
I see.
I guess
You
so.
know.
Gotcha.
You made me combo more for you, like yeah, that was nice for me.
Okay. Did I completely misunderstand how that works?
Yeah. Because the combo stuff is just like depending who put the piece, not like where it's getting the combo from.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think, and you guys correct me, like basically what you want to do is you see a combo possibility with your piece starter, right? And then you open it up and you throw yours down and then you grab, you get whatever happens then, right?
You have to put the piece you want to create a combo. If you're the one that put a piece that does something.
So that's a yes, okay, yeah. Yeah, so you don't want your own pieces cleared. They will be cleared, but then you get the trash, so... not great. Yeah. I forget what was it. I was like, what the mechanic has actually been used, paying attention. Change. Skytex.
Yes.
Word change. What was I saying?
Oh,
it's
fuck
fine.
if I know, man. It takes up so much energy. I can't even.
No problem. Ignore me. Please work on your skill game.
No, that's fine.
What's
Actually,
that
I
like?
think it's good for me to be able to, like, you know, just talk at the same time because it ends up, like, helping me, like, sort of with focusing and not getting overly stressed when things. I honestly have seen more improvement over the course of, like, just, you know, chatting and then playing at the same time than just, like, playing by myself, which I then just get more and more stressed out, which doesn't actually does terrible things for me. So while playing.
Yeah, like actually, I enjoy that part of our sessions with competitive games. Like, I mean, yeah, sure, like I get salty at myself usually, or something with the game. But, like, it's just easier when there's people around. Yeah, Iron Maiden, 666.
Oh yes, yep.
Ever since that slow version of that song came out, which I think was popularized by the movie Spun, if I remember correctly, but I don't remember that now. Like, I also actually, when I'm trying to recall the lyrics, because I do it slowly, like, my brain version just changes to that slow version of 666 melodies, rather than the metal version, the original.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, wait, so now, I had a conversation earlier today about, like, Christmas music, and I'm just thinking, is there any, like, metal Christmas albums? Like, and from a serious artist, not like a joke artist, like an actual metal Christmas album.
I will try to be fair with my following statement. If the hypothesis is true that Christian metal is not a joke, then there possibly could be an actually serious Christian metal Christmas album, I guess. But I'm unaware of one, personally, because I don't listen to that subgenre.
Yeah. I'm just, like, thinking of, like, I mean, I'm sure there's gotta be some good joke. Yeah, for sure. There's like, you know, like Jingle Bells, but like black metal Jingle Bells actually sounds pretty amazing though. Actually, right now, like,
yeah, I think it's pretty easy to find like some classic songs done in like a metal way, and just some songs that have like a comedic theme, kind of like the songs from. What are they called? Psycho Stick, right? Psycho Stick just does funny metal.
oh yeah.
This is not a song, it's a sandwich!
Yeah.
What would make you think otherwise? Yeah, it's like, bands like that might have like some Christmas songs, but yeah, it wouldn't be serious.
I'm just thinking about like Metallica putting out a Christmas album. It'd be really funny.
Wow. It's, it'd definitely be funny. But I wanna say I would probably be mean about it.
I feel like Rammstein could have done
Maybe Torgato did something like this.
Yeah, but that's a comedic metal guy, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Torgato, to clarify, since Germans will know this band a bit more, it's like a German metal artist, and they do songs, and some of them have ridiculous themes. I think one of the like most well-known songs for people that don't really know Torgato, that includes me, is like "Mich verfolgt meine eigene Scheiße," which is like literally the lyrics are about this guy who took a dump in the toilet and now he's being followed by this dump monster that he created, and that's the lyrics of the entire song. So it's just,
Yep.
yeah. Just, yeah. And the refrain is just, I'm being followed by my own shit. And it's like, okay.
Deeply serious.
Pretty serious, yeah, like, so, yeah. But yeah, like Rammstein, I think there is a small possibility. I mean, Rammstein are basically like, heavily inspired by, what are they called again? They start with a B. Can't think of the name right now. But they do like a lot of like ideology critique songs. They might have a Christmas song with alternate lyrics and sung in a darker way that is meant to be serious, but would probably be. That's more like an anti-Christmas song at that point.
Maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, like they might have something like that. What was... I'm just going to open my player. I have a lot of music from them. Well, actually, I don't think I have a lot of music by them, actually. I listen to some of the songs sometimes, because I like them. How a playlist is put together.
Oh, wait. Doesn't go to us.
ごちそうさまでした。もう一回もう一回。
Well, not too important. Like I was just saying, there's a chance that they have something like that because they did like an album with national anthems that were basically like political commentary on the current situations of these from a highly like philosophical standpoint, kind of. That's just what this band does, right? Like they're like they're not like. They wouldn't make a song like Rammstein's America, right? And then, yeah. They're more like, what if we sing the lyrics of Queen's, what is it? One Nation or something like that? I don't know. You know, like one freedom, one nation, one true religion. I don't remember. What if you sing that same song, but you just do it like in a darker tone and you sing it in German? And it's like this full-on nasty Nazi song, but it's just the lyrics from Queen. And it's for that point specifically, right? It's like, why do we accept these kinds of lyrics and say that what a beautiful song? I think it's called Vision or something like that. Not quite cool. Why do we accept this in English, but then when it's sung in German, we're suddenly like, no. So, yeah, like, just kind of fun. And this is not a German band, even though they sing a lot in German. Just want to add that they're like from Eastern European country, which puts them in a conflict region historically with like how do you say, like right wing and left wing ideologies, right? So that's kind of why they use that as a platform for a more kind of, let's say, I want to say they're kind of like anti-nation anarchists. It's weird to put an emphasis on that, but they have this sort of idea of like a nation that people can join just by saying that they are a part of it, which doesn't put them under the control of an actual like land-tied situation. So it's a type of anarchism that they're propagating, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah, I just like their music, so kind of cool. And the funny thing is, like, I've seen people across any political spectrum like this band and say they're actually my political spectrum, which makes it really funny. It's like, or be like, what are you guys saying? These guys are clearly Marxist like me. It's like, what do you mean? They're clearly like not Nazis, but you know, like neither like right-wing like me.
Actually, this is the best game I've ever played, I think. Might be.
It's funny because on stream while you're saying that, there's a very clearly different game.
Yeah.
Oh, so
But yeah, I just got-
this is your best score?
Yeah, this might be one of the highest scores I've ever done. Probably, maybe even the highest. S5, got S5 close to 700, and yeah, no, feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah,
So, yeah, and I just need to get more consistent.
yeah. To have that on your last game is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, like, yesterday I had sort of a similar thing. I was time limited. Like, I had 30 minutes to finally join one of these, like, caravan competitions that the Shmup Junkies Discord does, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm going to at least get 30 minutes in, even though I'd like to put in an hour. Don't have time for that. No? And then like, okay, 2 more. And each time I got a better score than like the prior one, and I felt pretty good about it.
That's awesome. Yeah, normally it's like, for me, the biggest thing is about just having being relaxed. Because if you get overly stressed out about it, then you end up like making mistakes. So just playing normally and just not overthinking it, I don't know, that's all I need to do. And just being able to talk or having something going on at the same time really helps.
Yeah. What is that, like one Buddhist saying there, the desire for inner peace may be like one of the desires that ties us most into the whole samsara thing.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
But alright, I'm gonna drop off, but cool. See you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
See you. Good day.
See you. Bye.
Nagariuna was the guy who said that. In case anybody cares. And Laiba was the name of the band that I was thinking of. Most people actually know a song by Laiba. It is the song that plays in the that one trash movie. What was it called? Iron Sky. Yeah. So like their song is utilized in the trailer, and the funny thing is it's actually one of their critical songs, and it's a pop band in a different from some specific country that I can't recall right now, and they have that, and it basically is as a sort of like spiritual song, but it's got hateful implications. So they made a version of it, of course, and it sounds like this weird cult song, right? But it has this section from the end of the song where everyone gets taken by the metal machines right into the sky, and that part is played in Iron Sky because it's like says that in the lyrics, so the context is super missing. But hey, funny movie with Nazi UFOs. Pew pew. It just okay. This happened, I guess. Meanwhile, exciting puzzle battles happening. Now that I think about it, what is this like schizophrenic haute couture outfit that girl on the left has with this character? Like, it's like pseudo French, I guess. But what is that shirt? It's just a shirt, indeed. cats.
ちょっ
Yes.
と
I'm sure that comment's from a long time ago.
Yep. I mean, I guess
wish my
no,
Apple
that was a
time
minute
stopped.
ago, and like just now I said it's going to bed,
ち
so
ょうど
about that.
Oh yeah. Bye, minutes.
ちょっとおいしいやるドキドキ
Hmm. I guess for low-level people, the jailbreaking mechanics is interesting too. It allows a very easy,
ちょっと
like two-hit combos to occur.
やる
Well, immutable with that?
ちょっ
Not
と
just two, but you just add up into your combo?
Oh, certainly. But, you know, like,
やばいやばい
still think it's
おいしい
noteworthy that, like,
やる
I wonder who the
おいしいどう
who the designer is. I mean, I know the devs are a success. Yeah, I mean, they make a lot of games. Just wondering if who the specific people involved are.
やばいやばい
This success has existed forever. I'm sure their staff changed a lot.
おいしいどうやるおいしいどうやるやるドキドキおいしいおいしい
Wow.
やるドキドキちょっとやばいやばいおいしいおいしかった悔しいごちそうさまでした
Those cats got in your way so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
いただきます
No, I guess we don't have this in this room.
That's weird.
Hmm?
The Vic's in the beach stage and I'm not.
Oh yeah, like that's what I meant earlier. Like the stages are not synced, which is common for Japanese versus games. Like, in most fighting games, that's also the case.
おいしいちょっ
I
と
don't think that's true for most of fighting games, but yeah.
The most Japanese released fighting games.
やるドキドキ
I see. I
ちょっ
think I
と
could easily
やる
make a choose, but doesn't matter right now.
おいしいどう
But to at least name two that I think illustrate this a lot.
やる
The newest Under Night and the newest Street Fighter 6 both work like this game. I.e., you don't play the same stage.
やる
Yeah,
It's
but
just
only the recent one for the night, I think it's just
やる
the change of rollback, and now I'm going to do less stuff because it was definitely the same before.
やるドキドキ
I'm pretty sure it's still the same in Notable Doom now.
ちょ
So
っと
yeah, I cannot confirm or disconfirm. Like I don't know what those.
どうやる
In Street Fighter 5 and 4,
you're on the
it was
same.
also that way. So like you're not on the same stage.
On 4, you're on the same stage.
弱々ごちそうさま
In Nectar?
お腹
Yeah,
い
pretty
っ
sure.
ぱい。
Like, even 100%
Hey.
sure. I think it's
Hey.
only like since even in 5, I think that the same.
No.
It's just like on 6 that people started to realize that they don't have the same music. And hey,
I
Matthew.
mean, realizing what's going on, I guess, are separate.
やるー。ドキドキ。うわっ。
I want to add, if you're playing a game via a how do you say, a fan-made caster, then of course usually it'll be synced. Because that works differently. So I was just talking about like Japanese release netplay, right? Not stuff that the fans fixed. Yeah.
やるー。おいしい。ちょっと。
I think you're right about prior Under Night versions, I'm just not sure. But I think that's what my memory said too on that.
I don't know the last one. I still think we
Last
had the
one's
same.
different.
You sure? Because I
Yeah, I
Maybe
watched
we-
you guys play.
おいしい。ちょっと。
I'm sure you guys have had at some point the same stage.
ま
Yeah.
だまだ。うわ。やる
Is
ー。
something I can Google.
ちょっと。 おいしい。やるー。ちょっと。おいしい。やるー。
I forgot that on release a lot of people have problems with the Under Night netplay, so most things that I find are just that, so it's kind of
おいしい。
impossible.
おいしい。まだまだ。
I'll try to keep that instead.
やるー。うわ。
no.
Can you do an open attack at that moment when there's a bottle connection?
やるー。
When you do what? Sorry?
どうどう。 ちょっと。
There were some pieces at the border of the screen connected to the opponent, but one was a bottle. So I guess it wouldn't work. Open
おい
attack.
しかったー。
Um,
いやー、ご
not
ちそうさまで
sure.
した。もう一回もう一回。
So I did press the open button when you said open and nothing happened. So that was weird. I mean, something happened, but then it didn't do it.
Yeah, this stuff is ungoogleable. Sorry.
おいしい。
Like, I guess the way to check is to look at some YouTube Street Fighter collabs and then watch their perspective video from their channel versus the other one and find a match
やる
that's
ー。
edited in both.
ちょっと。
But that's too much work for me.
おいしい。
I want to say the stages are definitely synced in every game where it matters, obviously. So 3D fighters usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
やるー。
I
And-
ring at you. What do you mean?
Exactly.
やるー。
And
ちょっと。
obviously platform fighters are same problem.
Yeah.
やるー。
And obviously all older arcade titles because those are just use different types of netplay, right? That's and the stages are determined by specific things. So also every game where the stage is determined via an online stage select, there it's obvious the same. And also Microsoft Blasters, right? That has no specific reason to have the same stage, but it has the stage select in that place, so
お腹
those are
いっ
synced.
ぱい
And also every fighting game where I forget, but similar reasons.
いただきます
Yeah. Yeah. It's not synced in, I think, almost all Guilty Gears, because almost all Guilty Gears and BlazBlues, I guess as well, allow you to select the stage that you're on, but in some of these games, I know that it actually takes, like, either the match beginner
Sure, it's
or...
single too.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
For
So for
Blue
example,
and
どうどう
Guilty Gear. Or don't you be
yeah,
fair?
yeah, definitely in Central Fiction, because that also has stage select for the players in their match play, right? So it's synced because of that.
おいしい
And in Exarch, because it was dependent on who was at player 1 on these fighting station things. Don't know how it is in rank. But I think in ranked matchmaking of these games, it's determined by what you selected. The song selection can definitely differ in those games, I think. But again, if you're at a battle station, I think it takes it from player 1.
おいしいや
So, yeah, I guess those have, depending on the mode, it's synced or not. That's the thing.
I remember when we played Nitro Cruise Blasters, I had problems with my PC when the stage was too demanding graphically.
Yeah, we had a specific list that we
So we
selected.
could select a stage that was worked with my PC.
Yep, that's why I took that also as an example. Because, yeah. And also because we were constantly annoyed that it does not have a random. Just put a random stage select in your games. Every fighting game developer. Just, yeah. Not having random select is one of the biggest annoyances, I want to say, like, for just quality of life.
ちょっと
Because, yeah, stages don't matter in a lot of 2D fighters, it's true. But also, it feels a lot better if the stage constantly changes without anyone having to do anything than having to play in the same stage, which often is linked to a specific song also, all the time.
おいしい
Yeah, just,
ちょっとおいしい
that's sort of something that I really like about 3D fighters, because there you will very consistently have a randomized stage and then stage select, and that means like your
ちょっと
stuff will be changing just naturally from playing against each other, so it's like a good time. I might be biased because of Soul Calibur 2, but whatever. I'm biased because of Soul Calibur 2. It's a good game. I get to be biased about it.
やるわおいしい
And as far as I know, pretty much every modern Soul Calibur and Tekken has this as well, so
そうだ
yeah.
甘い
That's
甘い見るの本気うわ
Whoa.
ごちそうさま
You
Not
send me
only-
trash, I kill you.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, there is no trash cancellation like in the US.
Oh, right. Yeah. Of course, because there's no quote-unquote turns that it waits on, right? Because of the whole opening thing, so you guys just throw trash against each other. So
I
playing
mean, no,
fast
there is
just
still
means...
turn it's waiting because until you put a piece like it's not getting in.
Really? Okay, so that part is there? Okay. But you can't cancel it. You just shoot each other.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
おいしいやるわドキドキ
Yeah, don't look at the top, there's the cat squares that are going to come.
Yeah, I see. Oh, so it also tells you where they will drop.
Yep.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is definitely nice.
Yeah. Yeah, more enjoyable job, like with the trash cancellation thing. I don't know. Like, I don't think I would have an opinion on this because I'm just too trash at puzzle games. I personally, I want to say like I like both because both lead to different types of gameplay. But yeah, I don't. Easy to say when you're bad at combos. What do you guys prefer, given that literally every single one in the room right here is better at puzzle games than I am?
Prefer the cancellation.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So the game right now doesn't feel so bad for that team. The concession is nice. It just depends on the concession rules. Sometimes it's weird.
Oh, certainly.
Sometimes like where it like cancels stuff and you don't know exactly why it cancels everything.
Yeah, like we've had a couple of games like that, which made it really hard to understand how to even do big damage. Yeah.
Last one for me.
Okay.
Oh. No, I don't think distract right now.
No. Oh. Yeah, I think from watching you guys play, I also really like this. I really like the glass jar breaking mechanic.
ちょっと
No. I don't want it.
おいしい。どう
Of course. Of course then.
おいしい。
Oh, then.
Yep. Yep.
おいしい。おいしかった。
It always snaps when I want to do stuff. Very funny.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, GG.
PK.
菓子折り。
So, good game? Question mark?
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think this was cool as well. I didn't get to play,
Not with
but
net play
like,
sadly, but no.
yeah. that is the sad part, but aside from that, great game. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah. Tomorrow Azuka stream, right? Tomorrow Sunday, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. See you there.
Yep. More is indeed Sunday. Boy.